Good morning. Can you guys hear me? Mic check. Mic check. Perfect. Well, looks like we got a decent gap up this morning. So I remember. So for those of you that were in the within Thanos's live stream Friday afternoon, I want to say we were on there. Well, I mean we were on there all day, but I think when ATM popped in, kind of gave his input in terms of where we were at from an Elliott wave standpoint. So he got his target at 330, so that's good stuff on his part. But yeah, he's right. I just saw in the day trade room that he mentioned that we're hitting wave one resistance. So resistance, what he's talking about is between 331 and 334. So the action that we got all day Friday was essentially just, it was a 1-2 setup. So we had a wave one in a smaller degree, and I'll show you what this looks like. Grab my. So that was the wave one. Here was the wave two. We grabbed the wave three. We pulled back for a wave four at the one level, the 100 extension level, and now we are definitely in resistance territory for a wave five. So here's how you play gaps. I just saw a comment on the gaps. Now that we've gapped up, I'm gonna turn this off. We're sitting right here in a wave five, okay, resistance. All right, so we're in resistance territory. So we're going to be pulling back. So there will be profit taking that'll send the market down, but it won't send it too far down. So here's where I think here's going to be your support. Okay, so let me throw some fibs up. This is assuming now I've got the 1 hour chart up. Matter of fact, let me just throw up the 5 minute. Okay, so here's the 5 minute. So you're notice. Look how we gapped up, and then we're kind of really just, we're just hanging around there. So there hasn't been any action in terms of breaking through. So this is definitely resistance. So your support levels on this move would be, doing this at the top up here. Delete this. I'm just gonna hide it. I'm gonna need it. All right, so here's your resistance. All right, so SPY sitting in this box. So this is the gap. Right here. This is the big old gap. So what'll end up happening is we could get a little pop up when we open to try to catch some bulls in a trap. I guess there's going to be some FOMO, so people are going to get in, starting to buy calls. But what they don't realize is 618 is that's the next major resistance. So I can see the market kind of come down a little bit, then all of a sudden come right back up, and then hit the 618, and then that's when profit taking will happen. So it's, and then when we bring it down, here's your supports. So 325 to 326. So profit taking is going to happen. It's going to come down. It's going to fill this entire gap. Okay, let me turn this off. It's going to fill this entire gap, and when we come down, okay, that's when we're going to hit support. The gap's going to get filled. We're going to hit support of the 618 over the 5. Potentially, we could see a gap fill and a bounce at the 382 depending on where it sits. There you go. So the gap will get filled, and I have a feeling that will bounce off this line, off 328. If we're lucky, they could take it down a little further, down to the 5 and the 618, if we're lucky. Okay. So that's how you play the gap fill. Once we come down, that's 5 waves up. Then we come down into the I have a required, not a required, but I had a target here for an A wave completion. But given this move, here's what I'm going to do. Afraid that could be my A. That would be the B. And then the C would come down somewhere around here, but I'm not going to mark up the C. I just wanted to show you guys that there's a potential alternative count that I'm following. As much as I want this A down, B up, and this long C down to fill some gaps down below, I'm going to have to pull an alternative count. Okay, so there you go. So I'm going to be tracking a yellow count and a white count. I want the white count to play out. The market doesn't have to give me what I want. So that being said, I'm going to be tracking. So this entire move down would be an A potentially, and then we come up in a B. Throw some more fibs so I can get this yellow count pretty accurate. Let me use the 1 hour. Use the 5 minute. I'm using the 1 hour. I think here's what I'm going to start doing, because I know there's people that are struggling with PDT rule. They're not going to have, you've got that, you can't trade more than 3 times in a 5-day period. So here's what I'm going to start doing. I'll continue to throw out these charts out in the day trade for day trades for those that actually have the capital, then have to deal with the PDT rule. But I'm also going to start posting 1 hour charts in the swing trade room on some longer plays. I know some of you I'm doing on a small account challenge, but I know there's some of you that following the 5-minute chart really doesn't make sense. So I think from a swing perspective, I'm going to start posting 1 hour charts just so you can kind of see where the direction of this ticker or the ticker or the stock, that's actually where it's going. So just so you can kind of get on a swing and know where to exit, when to enter, and whatnot. So I'm going to start doing that. So keep an eye on the swing is it called the swing play? Yeah, the swing play channel. So I'm going to start popping in there quite a bit on some tickers. Okay, so once we get this pullback, this will be a 1 and this will be a 2 pullback. So that gap fill will be a wave 2 down, just so you know. So let's say we get to, I'm going to be conservative here and just say 5. I'm going to go in the middle. So even though I'm expecting a 382, a bounce at 328, which is the 382 level, I have a feeling I'm going to put my wave 2 ending, or I'm going to put the wave 2 bottom at the 0.5 extension. So it's going to be between the 618 and the 382. So I'm just going to go in the middle. So once we bounce, the next targets would be where we at? We can actually move these. We would have a wave 1 here, a wave 2 pullback here, a wave 3 up here at 345, a wave 4 pullback at the 1 and 764 level, which happens to be within this triangle. Then we'll have a wave 5 target between the 1764 and the 2 extension, which is here. All right. So this is the potential alternate yellow count. I'm going to mark this and change the color to yellow. These yellow. So there's my will be the B, B, then we go up. So all right, so I'm gonna take that. That would be the A, open a B, and then we would come down. It'll be a shallow C, which I don't like, but I'm gonna have to throw it in there. So take this off. All right, so here's your SPY. So I've got my white count, which tells me, so my white count, what I'm expecting the SPY to do, I'm hoping the SPY to do is to actually come down and complete it and then bounce up into a B to get up here. And then we go back down to a C. But I've got an alternate count of showing that the A is already in. And then we're just going up to a much higher B versus this low B that I've got here. So these are the two counts that I'm following. Someone said Tesla? Real quick, I'm going to do Tesla. Use the 2 hour. Nice gap up, Tesla. So I was messing with this, and here's what I was counting. I had 5 waves down in this move down from the high, okay? And then I have a 3, an ABC move, and a corrective move, a pullback here. That was B. Then, actually, I'm going to turn off the extended hours. Then, I counted 5 waves down in a C wave because we came down. I mean, we hit a target of 2.2 or the 200 extension at 352.91, but then we kind of, I don't like these long wicks, but notice how the body's hitting this 1764, so 365.03. That's 5 waves down in a C wave. Okay. So I haven't spent a lot of time on Tesla, but I know here's what I'm seeing is a potential ABC, and then we start to go up. So I'm watching it closely. I still think there's a pullback here, a deeper one. Here. Okay. Yeah, that means we pulled back only to the 382, but really I'm expecting Tesla to come down into the 5 and 618. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time and maybe put an alternate count in here. The 5 target that I originally had still sitting up here. And I have a feeling that Tesla wants to go grab it before it comes back down. So that's good news for those that actually have shares. So there's that. So I'll be working on an alternate count there. Oh crap. Hold on. My daughter's calling me, so hold on just a sec. I'll be back. Okie dokie. I'm back. So funny. My daughter's 11, but man, she can stir some stuff up as if she's an 18-year-old. Let's see. Apple. Did someone say Apple? Oh, airline. Okay, AAA, American Airlines. I was like, I thought I saw Apple. Yeah, I don't like Apple. Look at that. I mean, it's nothing but sideways action. I mean, this is tough to even try to even perform an Elliott wave analysis the way it's sitting. But here's what I see in the big picture. I'm using a daily, but here's what I see in the bigger picture. We've got a 618 hit. Actually, we got a 764, but its bodies of the candles exceeded the 618, and it came right back down to support, which was around $10. If we get a little granular, we'll say we do them at 1 hour. Bottomed here. See, even if I thought this could have been potentially a smaller 1-2 setup, it ultimately broke rule number 1 right here. Came down. So for now, American Airlines, your support level is going to be oops. Right here. So American support was right here. I mean, between 11 and $12. Call it $12. So this is the support. They're part of the stimulus bill, so once Congress can vote on it and get it passed, and then it gets signed off, then it's with that funding being part of that bill, I can see American really busting through and start making a decent move higher. But there's your support, and this is the 618 in the bigger time frame on the daily. And if we can bust through this trend line, bust through that trend line with news, next target in the bigger picture would be 3105 in a wave 3. But that's not going to happen overnight. It'll take time. Yeah, I was going to let me do Apple. Really need to change color on it. Losing my Okay, so here's my 5 ways down, and I've got a B, C, D, E move here, which would end a wave 2 pullback. Wait a minute, that's not. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so 5 ways down. A, B, C, D, E pullback in a wave 2. So wave 1 was here. Wave 2 pullback is here. which is what the trend base. Fib retracement. Sorry if I'm going too fast. Oh my gosh, yeah, Apple looks so bad right now. Sorry, homies. Applesauce don't look good in the bigger picture. Two. Actually, no. Take that back. A 2 back here somewhere. Yeah, this is an alt count. 3 here. God, it looks so nasty. Oh look, earnings. Okay, wave 2 pullback will be up here between 120 and 124, which is good. I mean, this is gonna line up fairly nicely with the catalyst in October. Where we at? Okay, yeah, we gapped up. Pull back. So this is the 1 hour chart. Just an FYI. I think Apple's gonna rally up until October, and then once that happens, we're gonna get some sell-off, major. So, here's the count for the reversal. Where did it keep losing? Two pulled. 3 would target here. 4 here with 5 here. Low. 2. 3 is right here. 4 would be here. These 2 fib lines. 5 would target here. Here, and this would complete to the second wave. All right, so there's Apple. So we're in wave 2 correction, which, I mean, it's kind of bullish right now, but don't let that B wave pull you. Pull you. Okay. Let's see what SPY's doing real quick before I hop off. Okay, now it's starting to sell off. So like I said, it's gonna watch it sell off a little bit and then come right back up and then get rejected. Where's mine? Where did I have mine? There it is. Didn't eat it. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, so there's resistance. All right, yep, look for a gap fill. Not required, with an expectation of coming down to fill the gap and hitting somewhere between the 382 and 5, in my opinion. I got the fibs. I've got this 5 wave count going up based on a bounce here in the 0.5, which is 326. All right, what else we got? Nike. Well, here's this Nike. It's coming down to fill a gap. Look at the MACD. It's going down. So just looking like it wants to fill that gap. All right, folks. I gotta go get the kids ready for remote learning. Appreciate you jumping on. SPCE. I like SPCE. Just watch the SPY. It tends to follow it. I mean, I used to play that quite a bit. It looks like I was playing with it earlier. Oh, come on, get away. Get away, get away. Yeah, be careful with SPCE. It's going to fall SPY. It's going to come down and fill the gap. I mean, I like SPCE, so put it on my radar. Oh, come on. Left. Okay. So, I mean, if you look at, let's look at the daily of SPCE. We hit the 618 and we're coming down in a wave 2. In the micro color, give it a white count. If I turn on the extended, we hit the 1. We're going to come back down and bounce or fill this gap in, which would be the 382, which is $16, and then we can go up into a wave 3. So I've got a 1-2 set up here in the daily, and then in the macro, let's just say 1 hour, I've got a 1-2 set up here. Okay, so there it is. It's going to fill the gap around 1637. All right, folks, got to get the kids ready. Appreciate you joining. I'm going to pop into Thanos at sometime today. I I've neglected my house in terms of projects I needed to get done, so I'm gonna do my best to kind of join his channel and talk with him and just kind of think through some plays and some strategies, and then hopefully you guys can pick up something from there. But like I said, just keep an eye on the swing play channel or the swing play channel, because I'm gonna start throwing in some 1 hour charts in terms of what I'm following for a long term or swing type deal. I know there's a lot of people out there with the PDT rule, which sucks, and believe me, I know. But yeah, thanks for joining. I'm gonna be over there. So yeah, I'll see you guys there, and as well in the day trade room. Take it easy, guys.